Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on the new Teen Titans Anti-Drug Comic Issue number 2 comic review. Now, I know Incora's reviewed the second one, so I thought I want to do the same, because I did review the first one, so the cover does seem interesting. And again, like in the first one, Starfire's costume is mainly censored, not to be too revealing for younger audiences. And it starts off how there are people in the work saying, there they are, just as we were told. What are they doing? Uploading their drugs, Starfire, to paddle to their kids' purchases, who sells them in the schools. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go get them! When you think about it, shouldn't they find a more safer location than a fairground? I mean, seriously, does someone at the fair sell drugs there as well? So pretty much, that's the people who are trying to fire them, their guns, even though it's not going to work. And Starfire's like, you don't even care that those drugs can hurt kids. Some might even die because of them. And so the team get into action and stop the whole thing. And we have the guy saying, thanks, Protector. Titans will take over now. Listen, there was only a small shipment. The big one still coming. Can you help us? Count on me sir. And so he points out that the shipment must be stopped at all costs. And Protector talks with Wally, saying, I have a favor to ask. My cousin, Ted Hart, just moved to Blue Valley. He's a bad drug problem. In fact, he's almost died a year or so back. And so he trusts Wally, which is obviously not going to work, and trusting someone you know can't do anything. And also when you think about it, Blue Valley sounds like something from Scooby-Doo. So Wally meets Ted and talks about his drug problem and says that he's hoping to make things right. And meanwhile, we have Ted's friend talking, saying, come on, baby, go to the parents' kids' drug workshop. For me, knock it off, Linda. I don't have no drug problem. And so they mainly leave, and Wally decides to go back to school, even though he could easily transfer there, given the fact that his father does work, and that the Justice League can easily help him get in. And meanwhile, Ted's talking with Brian, saying, Brian, what was that about? Linda don't like that I smoke dope. You smoke dope? Can't anymore. I was real sick. And so they meet Coral, which I guess is Kimber, who obviously got kicked out of the holograms and is now joining this guy who might just be an Eric Raymond knockoff. And this guy's saying, excuse me, Adam, I got the money. Like you said. Good, kid. This stuff's good. You got yourself a bargain. And so Cole sees Brian and wants to flirt with him. So we see Brian, answering questions and doing good, and Linda seems interested. So Protector goes on and confronts drug mafias and other things. And meanwhile, we see Brian moving on with his life and saying, Ted, I really like you. I love being with you, Linda. And they're watching a Superman flick, and Starfire confronts more drug people, even though someone should go with her to make sure she doesn't do anything stupid like the last one. And says, what I don't understand is why some Earthlings try to hurt children. On my planet, we love our kids. We would never do anything to harm them. Yeah, your parents gave you to slavery, and you lived through a life of hell so they could just save their planet. And so Starfire confronts them. Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Raven and Wonder Girl take on all the drug people, yet they got nothing about the whole drug shipment. And meanwhile, while Brian is trying to make some drugs, and him and that are smoking pot, while they meet Coral, who is actually Kimber from Gem of the Holograms, and he pressures Brian into taking the drug, Yeah, you'd think Wally West would really go here. The Protector should have really trusted someone more incompetent. And so Adam sees this and is probably just not happy. Meanwhile, when watching the Superman film again, which I guess is quite popular, Ted takes this really angry and gets annoyed and leaves. And meanwhile, Adam tries to sell some drugs to some kids, and the kids are smart enough not to take it. Now, when you think about it, when Ted gives them some weed, though, the kids could easily just, I don't know, give it to the teacher and get him in trouble. So, meanwhile, while Ted and Coral are taking drugs, and Ted makes a complete ass of himself, and him and Brian decide to leave, and yet their girlfriends talk with Wally, and Wally blames himself, and this is partly his fault. His job was supposed to keep an eye on them, and when you think about it, Wally kind of sucks at looking after teammates' family members. I mean, seriously. And so afterwards, Protector is talking with some kids, and also Protector sees that his cousin is going to be taking more drugs, stops Adam. Meanwhile, Kid Flash manages to save Ted, and Brian tries to get away, and Protector berates Ted for saying, "Why are you taking these drugs? You know better." And meanwhile, Ted's parents see this as well and try to talk with him. And he looks pretty jacked up. Seriously, he looks like Norman Osborn on a bad day. And Ted's father tries to talk with him, and so they try and get him an appointment with the parents-teachers group. And meanwhile, Coral explains that she was just using Ted and saying that she was only forming her band just to try and get back. Now, Ted sees Brian taking the drugs, and they're so broken and gone that they start taking it on the floor. And God knows what they were inhaling on there. And their girlfriends are like, "Ted, Brian, what's wrong? Can we help you?" And yeah, I'm surprised the teachers aren't doing anything. I mean, one, they're just standing there and don't try and talk with them in anything. So Brian and Ted try to talk with Adam to get more money, and yet they do the most stupid thing and rob a convenience store owner. And so he confronts them with a gun and explains that he was mobbed 5 times, and yet shoots Brian in the arm, and Ted makes a break for it back to his girlfriend's house. And he's like, please help me, please. And so you have the drug people now, and the Teen Titans get into action and confronting them for what they've done, even arresting Kimber, who is now gonna obviously not get back in the gem in the holograms. And now they managed to destroy the boat. Yeah, there are probably evidence in there that they could use to get them in to stop the drug dealers. And so Raven finds the people injured there, and afterwards Brian and Ted decide that they're going to make clean, and that their parents aren't angry, but they'll get them help. And in the end, the Teen Titans just leave. And yet I'm surprised Protector is cool about Wally screwing up. And so you have the kind of PSA stuff, like what to do in situations, and talking conversations, and so on. Now, the issue is kind of alright, but could have been better. Because, one, Protector trusted Wally West to look after his cousin, yet he completely screwed up. The whole thing doesn't feature them as much as all, so I give this thumb to the middle. Alright, but could have been great. So, Comic Review here, signing out.